Good morning, boys and girls. Today for science in week 6, May 4th through the 8th, we are going to be talking about the structure and movement. The skeletal system has 4 jobs. Protection, which protects the internal organs. Support, which provides support for the body. Movement helps the body move and run and sleep. And storage, which stores minerals. The parts of the skeletal system are the bones, the ligaments, the tendons, and the cartilage. There are 2 different types of bones. The 2 bone types are compact, which is the hard outer layer of the bone, and spongy, which is the interior region of the bone that contains many tiny holes. The muscular system. Our body is composed of different muscles that cover the bones that help us to provide movement. The nervous system. The nervous system is made up of the brain, the spinal cord, the peripheral system. The 3 functions of an organism's nervous system are to gather information, process information, and respond to information. There are 2 parts of the nervous system. We have the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is the brain and the spinal cord. The peripheral, the peripheral nervous system is the nerves, and it's made of neurons. Neurons are the basic units of the nervous system that transmit information between each other. The spinal cord. The spinal cord processes information to help the body respond quickly. Information is sent to the spinal cord and then the brain for processing. Reflexes. They are the automatic movements in response to a signal, like touching a hot pan. Voluntary control. That is not automatic. It requires you to think about the action. Examples of voluntary control are reading, talking, walking. Involuntary control, that means you have no control over it. That is automatic. 2 examples of involuntary control are breathing and digestion. We don't think about it, we just automatically breathe. And after we eat, our food is automatically digested. We have 5 senses. They are vision, which is seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, and tasting. My favorite is tasting. We have the spinal reflex. Wow! This brings us to our mini assessment. I want to remind you to write your responses on a piece of paper and email, text, or scan them to Miss Petty or myself. Question number 1. Which of the following is not a function of the skeletal system? I want you to look here at this word, not. That is one of our clue words. So we know that we're going to have to figure out what is the function of the skeletal system. Our answer choices are defense, movement, protection, and storage. So let's go back up to the very front and look for what the purpose is of the skeletal system. Oh, I see it right here. It has 4 jobs: protection, support, movement, and storage. Okay. So it protects, it supports, it helps the body move, and it stores minerals. So protection, support, movement, and storage. Let's go back to our question. Which of the following is not a function of the skeletal system? Defense? I don't remember reading that. Movement? Oh yeah, I remember the movement. It helps the body move. Protection and storage of minerals. So what is not a function of the skeletal system? Yes, I think you're right. It's defense. A. It did not say anything about defending our bodies or ourselves. So it is going to be A, defense. Very good. Let's look at number 2. What is the interior region of a bone that contains many tiny holes? Okay, so we're going to look for keywords here. We're going to look for interior region, bone, many tiny holes. Interior region, bone, many tiny holes. Let's look at our answer choices. We have compact, ligaments, spongy, and tendons. All right, you know what we're going to do? That's right. We're going to go back up to the text and we're going to look for clues that help us understand what is the interior region of bone that contains many tiny holes. All right, if you see the bone part, let me know. Oh, here we are. Bone types. So remember our keywords? They were interior, region, bone, many tiny holes. Okay, let's look at our bone types. Number 1 is compact, hard outer layer of the bone. That's what you feel. Look at spongy, the interior region of the bone that contains many tiny holes. Well, look, here are our clue words. Interior region, bone, many tiny holes. What was our answer again? That's right, spongy. Let's go back to our mini assessment. Oh, look, there it is, spongy. Letter C. Let's look at number 3. What are the 3 functions of an organism's nervous system? We have the choices as gathers information, processes information, protects neurons, or responds to information. What are the 3 functions of an organism's nervous system? So we've got to go back to the text and look for our 3 functions of the organism's nervous system. Oh, look, here it is. It says it right there. The 3 functions of an organism's nervous system. They are to gather information, process information, and respond to information. But wait a minute. I noticed that on our answer choices, we had more than one choice because I remember this. Gather, process, respond. Gather, process, respond. Let's go back to our question. Oh, look! Gather, process, respond. Oh, it says to choose 3. Okay, so what are the 3 functions of the organism's nervous system? I remember it gathers information, it processes information, and it responds to information. It did not say anything about protecting the neurons. So A, B, and D are correct. Let's go to number 4. Which nervous system is made up of nerves and neurons? So we're going to look for this. These are our clue words. Nervous system, nerves, and neurons. Our answer choices are voluntary, peripheral, central, or involuntary. Which nervous system? So it's only going to be one answer choice. Which nervous system is made up of nerves and neurons? So we're looking for a nervous system that's made up of nerves and neurons. Oh, I see made up of neurons. It's close. Here we are. Parts of the nervous system made up of nerves and neurons. Those were our key words. So which one was it? Was it the central nervous system or the peripheral? Nerves, neurons. Yeah, you're right. It is the peripheral nervous system. So let's go back down to question number 4. There it is, peripheral. Oops, sorry, boys and girls. You guys were right. Peripheral nervous system. Good job. Look at our last question. What are examples of involuntary responses within the body? We talked about voluntary, the things that you can control, and then we talked about involuntary, the things that you cannot control. So what are some examples of involuntary responses within the body? We have reading, which is one of my favorites. Then we have breathing, talking, and digestion. We're looking for involuntary responses within the body. Let's go back up. I love going back to the text and checking our answers. Oh, here we go. Involuntary control. Do you see that right there? Involuntary means automatic. Well, there's 2 examples here that I remember from the answer choices. There's breathing and digestion. There's 2. Breathing and digestion. Those are involuntary. So let's go back to our answer choices. Oh, I see this. It doesn't tell us to choose 2, but it says, what are examples? Because of the S, that means more than one. So I'm going to go with our correct answers that we just read, which would be breathing and digestion. So I'm going to say B for breathing and D for digestion. Yeah, good job. Okay, let's check our answer choices. Question number 1. Oh, do you remember that? Question number 1 was asking about which is not a function. And we said defense, letter A. Number 2, the interior region of the bone. We said C for spongy. Number 3 was what are the 3 functions of an organism's nervous system? We said gathers information, processes information, and responds to information. A, B, and D. Very good. Good job, you guys. Number 4, we said which nervous system is made up of nerves and neurons? We said the peripheral, B. And 5, what are examples of the involuntary? Remember we just did this about breathing and digestion, B and D. Wow, good job, boys and girls. Please remember to write your answers on a piece of paper and send them to Miss Petty or myself, and we will make sure that we enter that in for your mini assessment from May 4th through May 8th. I'm going to go back up to the top. And we are going to exit out of our science for week 4. No, I'm sorry, week 6, but it's May 4th through 8th, 2020. Good job, boys and girls. I hope you have a great day today, and I will see you next week with week 7 of science. Bye, boys and girls. Have a great day.